I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Sherry. It's great to be back.
And welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Thanks to our supporters at Patreon, we now do 2 episodes every Saturday.
And you can support the show for as low as $2 a month and get awesome rewards. Cold weather is upon us, so for a little bit we're going to be reviewing hot cereals.
And for hot cereals, we're all spooners.
You can't really eat hot cereal with your hands, so sorry snackers, I guess we'll see you when the weather gets warm.
And today, the hot cereal that we're going to be featuring is
Quaker instant oatmeal with dinosaur eggs, brown sugar flavor. So, Sherry, welcome back to Seriously Cereal.
Hey, it's so great to be back. And in a whole new segment, we're starting in the warmer phase, so it's got to be hot cereal and warm up our bodies.
Exactly, and I'm definitely looking forward to this one on this day.
Oh yeah, anything to keep us warm, but that's why there's something that we've had for years and years to go on for a breakfast cereal, and our parents or maybe our grandparents or long time ago, they all said the same thing. They made oatmeal.
I still remember that, like my grandma making oatmeal for when we come over.
Yeah, you know, and we'd all be coming down, getting ready to go to school, and we'd look in, and at the kitchen there would be our mom or our grandma, and she'd be slaving over a stove because in the days that you didn't have microwaves.
The horror.
Oh, I know it. It was such a... But we lived through it,
Oh, yeah.
So it must have been... But, you know,
Major props to you.
Yeah, but it was the same thing. But all they had at that time is the same thing. It was oatmeal, and it was Quaker oats, but it was in this canister of oats, and that's all it is rolled oats in a canister, and you pour it into a pan on the stove. You wait for the kettle to heat up and boil, and then you pour the boiled water into the, and then it was up to you, once that's all in the bowl, to put, if you want something that like sweetener or sugar, or some people actually would put milk or cream or something on top of it. I mean, but it was up to us to figure all that out. I mean, you know, and so things have changed.
Yeah, now they've kind of incorporated that sweetness in already.
Oh yeah, and they've made it, you know, they've made it where the kids have a vote now too, you know? And so they've tried to have different flavors, and here we are, dinosaur eggs. Yeah. If I would have told that to my grandmother, like, are you making dinosaur eggs today? She would have thought, sure, you have a headache and you better go back and rest for a while because you don't know what you're talking about.
If I told my grandma that, she'd probably she'd probably think I was taking a jab at her age. Oh, you're cooking dinosaur eggs?
Yeah, you know, and I mean, I still think this is so funny that, it's great. And the whole idea is still something that's warm and it fills you up and it sticks to your stomach. And that's what everybody still says is before you got to go to school, you got to eat something that's have it stick to your stomach. Otherwise, your brain's not going to work and you're not going to know anything and you're going to starve by the time lunchtime comes around. So now we have evolved, and now microwave ovens they came out years ago, way back in the 1970s, guys. I mean, I didn't have one until 1980, but that's like ridiculous. Yeah. But now with microwaves, you can heat water up in a microwave, and in less than a minute, you can just take one of these packets of oatmeal and you can pour it on, and the flavor is already there, and the convenience, and to make it even better for the kids, they've decorated and they've made themes that they can stare at the box while they're eating oatmeal instead of just eating a bowl of boring oatmeal and oh Jesus, same thing every
That
day.
would mean they'd have to actually talk with their families. Oh,
No,
social interaction!
And I know, and we didn't have our cell phones that we were texting somebody else while we're having to chow down on this oatmeal.
I'm just saying, if you eat like a meal with your family, then how about you talk with your family?
You don't. Or I've seen people where you can text somebody. So I'm sitting next to you and I text, hey, how do you like that oatmeal? No, I don't think that's what we were trying to promote.
Yeah, which I mean, I think
they get rid of the phone and
Yeah.
and try the oatmeal and but this is so cool.
Oh, it is.
Because I looked at it and they're just really marketing all these things that are good for kids, but it goes back to the same stuff. It's oatmeal.
Yeah. On the back here, we've got the eager Otosaurus.
I love that.
They have a little description here. The Otosaurus loves to eat oats because oats are yummy whole grains that contain fiber. Now want to play with her? Help the eager Otosaurus find her hidden friends. Hint, they're all around her. See answers on the bottom of this box.
Wow.
And there's little silhouettes of different dinosaurs on the little back of the box right here. What if the solution was literally the little graphics of the eggs at the bottom? Find your friends. You did it.
So, they've really come around to making it almost a challenge, for those kids. So
It did that with like SpaghettiOs and stuff too, like the things with little shapes.
Yeah.
Like, get all the shapes on your spoon, you win.
Yeah, and just kind of like what they do with cold cereals, they've made something special for the kids to read the back of the box or something. Or what's different is in cold cereal boxes, sometimes they still have like a surprise or a toy inside or something. But here, the surprise is while you're eating this healthy, warm, stick to your ribs oatmeal, you're trying to solve all these puzzles.
Yeah,
and
find the little dinos.
Yeah, the thing is if you eat and the more oatmeal, then the smarter your brain's going to be because you have that food now working in you. And so then you're going to be a lot better with solving this whole puzzle of what they want you to do. So it's a healthy thing. And
don't skip meals, people.
No, and they say breakfast is the best meal of the day.
It got your mind going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that there's some people that they hear the word oatmeal and they say, oh.
Who are these people?
They're out there. They're out there. And
I will find you, and I will change your mind with kindness.
And dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs. Who doesn't like dinosaurs?
That's right. That works for both little, young, tiny people and old people like me.
Exactly.
Older people like me.
Still waiting for that T-Rex cereal with the T-Rex names on it.
It'll probably just wait and coming to a store near you. You know.
Dino cereal.
Dynamite. That was also but I think that the whole idea is that they actually have thought about the kids.
Yeah.
And,
Though I will admit, there is something nice about as someone who does actually remember those, like, the tubes and, like, Jennifer making those for breakfast occasionally. There is something nice about being able to, like, choose exactly what you want for that sort of thing. Like, you put on little, like, cinnamon, a little, like, sugar. Like, it is nice to be able to, like, choose that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. And, again, there's another thing where if you want to put some cream on top of it or some milk. But then there's some people that just, oh my gosh, I don't want to, that would look like something the cat threw up.
Yeah. It's like some people love it, some people hate it. It's like eggs with ketchup.
Yeah,
except not disgusting.
And I never heard of that until years after I was eating eggs with just fine with salt and pepper, and all of a sudden somebody's putting ketchup on it, and I'm going, what are you're ruining those things.
You and me, we agree. And this is someone who loves ketchup.
Yeah.
But On the subject of oatmeal and not disgusting tastes in eggs, do we want to try some delicious sugary eggs and see how these hold up?
I think that'd be great because I wish I had had something like this when I was a lot younger.
Oh,
Grandma,
yeah.
Mom, But I mean, and it would have been easier for them too. Instead
true,
of
that's
slaving
true.
over a hot stove, and I mean, they have a few other things to do too.
Yeah, yeah.
So they could have just put this on the table and said, "Okay, here's the hot water, and we're gonna get into it, and be sure you eat, a bowl full, and then off to school."
Yeah, and we're gonna take a well-deserved break now. Feed yourself, child.
That's right. I mean.
But of course you are cursed with the curse that is known as good parents.
Well, or again, if you have grandmothers or aunts.
Oh no, I totally see what you mean.
Yeah,
this would have been so much better for everybody.
Oh yeah,
The adults have their work cut out for them, and the kids have delicious dinosaur eggs.
Yeah, so they have so many varieties of this
Yeah,
Quaker.
that's true too.
And this is just one variety, but they have a whole. You go down the cereal aisle of the store, and they just have tons and tons of different and it's not like all of a sudden it's just one thing of oatmeal. But go to the store, buy oatmeal. There it is, and you go out. No, you have to look at it. It takes you 5 minutes just to look at all the varieties of instant oatmeal.
And they have like 3 different just cinnamony flavors. So they got cinnamon brown sugar, of course, but then they have cinnamon roll. It's oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's kind of it takes a while to figure out. But if you find a favorite, then maybe they're hoping they'll stick to that.
That's true. That's true.
And they already have an audience, and then somebody's gonna come down the line and they'll think of another instant oatmeal.
Yes.
But it's still oatmeal, and so it's healthy stuff, and it's nice and cold weather out there, so it's gonna warm up. And we're going to be all smarter and warmer when we leave here today.
And more intelligent.
I hope so. I don't know about me, but I hope so. I'm going to depend on the oatmeal to take care of that. It's going to make me smarter. I want a commercial that says, hey, if you eat this, it's going to make you smarter, and you're going to be more popular, and you're going to just
do that?
Oh my gosh, it's going to do everything for you, but you got to eat the oatmeal first, or it's not going to work.
Hey kids, did you know that Brussels sprouts make you 10 times cooler, more popular, and able to lift a tank? But you gotta eat them.
Well, I am not going to sit here and promote Brussels sprouts. But as long as I eat my oatmeal in the morning, I don't need that because I'm already that best meal of the day. I already took care of that. So I have a jump on a lot of people who haven't had that experience.
Indeed. And should we have that experience now?
Hey, it's time.
All right.
It's time.
Alrighty, so we've added the hot water from the kettle, and in a little bit we should see these eggs turn into majestic dinosaurs.
Well, at least flavor up the cereal. I don't know if they're going to get up into a dinosaur and walk away and get out of the bowl.
If I recall correctly, the last time I had this cereal, just on my own times, I want to say all the dinosaurs they turned into are herbivores, like Brontosaurus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops.
That's right, yeah.
So, does that mean we're like the carnivores in this situation?
Well, it could be anything you want, I mean...
It encourages your imagination. Oh, look, this one's already changing.
Oh my goodness. Mine's all stirred up, so...
I'm gonna say mine actually smells really good.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting that we were talking about, how back in the day, just plain oats for oatmeal was so much more customizable, because it actually smells more like that sort of oats if you added sugar to that, as opposed to, the brown sugar packets where it's all, mixed in.
Yeah, right. And see, that's the
nice,
first thing is, as soon as the oatmeal packet came into the bowl, and we could see what's the base here. It's oatmeal. And how did they change it, they put dinosaur eggs in it, and you have to come up with the flavor. So they say it's going to be brown sugar. So I'm counting on that.
Yeah. While we wait for these little eggs to change, I am gonna try and get. I'm gonna wait until they've actually changed until I actually eat the eggs, but I'm gonna try a little bit of the oatmeal itself, see if it's any different.
What do you think? Spoons up?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little something. There's a little bit of like brown sugar taste there, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't taste like just plain old oatmeal.
It's definitely a little sweeter, but not really a brown sugary taste. Though maybe that's just because like one of my favorite cereals is maple oatmeals is maple brown sugar, so that like has another taste to it. Yeah, I don't know.
But you know, these eggs are not dissolving.
Yeah, it's a.
I mean, they're still sitting here, so you know.
It's very slow. Like,
and I'm afraid to eat one of them.
I know, right?
You know, I don't want to hurt it.
I know.
I mean, you've seen the cartoon The Flintstones, and I mean, here's Dino and you know, Dino eggs, you know.
Yeah.
We're eating part of the Flintstone family.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they do a Dino egg cereal? Like oatmeal? That's terrible. Why would you do that?
They're doing it now.
No.
Oh.
I love brontosauruses. Why? Why would you do this?
But it's just the offspring of the brontosaurus. It's just
That's so much worse.
What do you think? Should we eat one of these eggs? And
I'm gonna just like leave some of them like under the oatmeal and hope they kind of changes eventually. I'm just gonna see how these taste on their own.
I want to just see if it crunches or.
A little bit chewy actually, but
chewy
good.
And crunchy, yeah.
It's you can definitely tell they're like made of like something sweet for the base. Because it is just like sugar. It is very sweet.
Yeah.
Well, okay, actually not as sweet as like some of the cereals we've had on the show. Like I wouldn't say they're sweeter than Frosted Cheerios, but they're not bad actually. Now, you know, actually speaking of Frosted Cheerios, when me and Faith tried them, we never actually heard of them. We thought they were new, but Mark actually mentioned that he grew up with a variety of Frosted Cheerios. Do you remember that?
A variety of frosted. Well, we had
frosted,
it
was like name something like
before they had frosted Cheerios, and they just had plain old Cheerios.
Yeah,
but they had frosted flakes.
Yeah.
But then they had all these other sugary things that at the time sugar was good. You know, I mean it was all right. The more sugar, hey, the better. So then they had super sugar crisp, and they had frosted flakes, and they had, you know, but again, they were leaving, back then they left the oatmeal alone, and they didn't do anything that a kid would want to say, oh, well, hey, it's not just plain old oats anymore.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's going to be something that tastes better. And, you know, you've had a few spoonfuls, so you feel it sticking to your ribs already?
I do.
Oh, and so are you getting warmer? And,
I am, actually.
And smarter? Well, maybe we'll wait on that. Because I don't think I'm getting smarter yet. It's a gradual
Yeah, it's
thing.
a gradual process.
For me, you know, yeah, it might take a lot longer for that. It might take several bowls, but I don't know how.
You have to pay attention to your education food pyramid.
Yeah, that's right. Which they've changed that too a lot.
Yeah.
So you never know which one. You know, when I grew up in school, it was totally different from what they're saying now, what you're supposed to eat. But the whole, you know, nothing's changed with the idea of eating something warm, like a hot cereal on a cold day, is a good thing. And you can go off and start your day and go to school or go to your job. Or even just if it's a Saturday, go over to your friend's house, and before you play your video games and everything, look at the advantage that you're going to have because you ate all of this great stuff for you.
Yeah, like seriously, like just don't skip meals. Whether you're writing a novel or playing games, it's like your mind will be so much clearer. You won't rage as much. It's like just oatmeal, man. Just eat it.
Just use it. You bet. And then, you know, if your grandmother or your parents, if they still really want to slave over that hot stove, they can do it because you can still get the rolled oats. And they can make oatmeal cookies or...
Oh, yeah, homemade oatmeal cookies are fantastic.
I know, and then everybody has that. And so, you know, it's not like, oh, well, that's the only thing oatmeal's good for is the cereal. But for this, it's pretty good.
I'm not a fan of raisin cookies, but oatmeal raisin cookies are my jam. Always have been. Now, do these eggs, when you don't have like when you have just like the eggs by themselves without any oats, do they feel a little like gelatin-like to you?
No, mine are kind of crunchy, but maybe I didn't put like water on them or something.
They're like the middle, they're a little gelatinous.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe it's like the egg shell is like sugar and then it melts away and there's like a little gelatin dinosaur. Maybe that's how they do it.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to break into an egg and a dinosaur pops out. I think that would be really exciting.
They're supposed to like change over time, but I don't know. Maybe we needed more water. They're not changing.
Yeah. And I hate to just eat the last one because they're the ones that make the cereal.
But like this is my last egg. It's been sitting here the whole time and it just kind of lost its purple coloration.
So it's time to it's time to eat it. It's gone. It has no more purpose. It's time for the in the stomach and down it goes.
Yeah, I think I might have had like a different brand last time I had this type of oatmeal because the dinosaurs would like change like that.
Yeah.
This is way slower.
This is different. Yeah.
So.
But my dinosaur eggs are crunchy.
Yeah. They are crunchy.
They are crunchy. They're
there's something else that's kind of gelatin-like in there as well.
Yeah. So it's kind of a contrast because oatmeal is very not sloppy.
No, I see what you're saying.
But it's not crunchy. It's smooth and everything.
Yes.
So they've added something and the texture of something else on top of being the flavoring. They've changed something to mix with the oatmeal.
Yeah.
So that gets your whole taste buds going like, wow, we got something crunchy and we got just this smooth oatmeal.
It's like the contrast between Lucky Charms and their marshmallows.
Absolutely. Oh, and I love that. Yeah. Yeah. So that would be good. Now I don't know if they come up with hot Lucky Charms.
Oh.
That I want to
sign me up.
I don't. Yeah, but in the meantime, oatmeal. You can't use Lucky Charms to make oatmeal cookies. So
yeah. Oh no.
That's not gonna work.
But yeah, I'd say pretty good stuff all around. Yeah. All right. I have been informed that this actually was the same brand I had last time, but when I had it then, the water was actually brought to a boil, so it was like way hotter when it was poured in. So, I guess if you want your kid, or I guess yourself, if you just really like dinosaurs, to be able to see the dinosaurs after their little eggshell melts away, then I guess you're gonna have to bring the water to a boil. But I kind of think that's kind of a problem, because if you have like a kid, you don't want the food to be boiling. You want them to be able to, like you said, you want them to be able to eat it and then get to school so they can use that energy to educate themselves. Oh my gosh, that sounds okay. But that sounds like I'm saying make your kids less stupid. But I think I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 spoons. The taste is not bad at all. But I think it does. I think they did need to work out the formula of the eggs a bit more and have it be like a selling point. That whole time we were talking, not a single one of those eggs turned into a dinosaur. We actually had to add more water off camera for them to even start changing. But yeah, it's good and it's a fun concept, but all in all, when there's other oatmeals that give you that sweetness without without all the hassle of trying to get the full experience, like a maple brown sugar oatmeal for one, or even apple oatmeal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is it's good. It's perfectly average, but I think there's other things better for it if you want something sweet. How about you?
Well, I'm thinking that the whole idea is also the convenience.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And so, how easy is that just to have a packet of something and it's already got the flavoring in it, and all you have to do is put it in a bowl and give it a little bit of time and stir it up, and then all of a sudden you got a bowl of oatmeal, hot, nourishing oatmeal that we've had and talked about, and my mother and grandmother and great-great-grandmother would always talk about it.
I mean, it's
But
good.
at the same time, the dinosaur eggs were I think it was mostly just for flavoring. And I mean, that was what the brown sugar flavoring was.
Yeah.
In the eggs. And so when those eggs were not dissolving into anything, I felt kind of bad because
Yeah.
I felt like we were incubating eggs or something like in a chicken farm, and I didn't want to kill one of the chickens, But,
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts. This is messed up
so-
if you think about it.
Yeah, and so, and then I have to think, no, it's there because it's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
And they want you to enjoy the experience and looking at the box and pretending what kind of dinosaur is it. And then, if you need more flavoring or more sugar or more brown sugar, then bite into the egg. Don't be afraid, it won't bite back.
Yeah, because it's definitely, if a brown sugar flavoring is in the oatmeal, it's very subtle.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
But the little eggs didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It just sat there in my bowl, so, but overall, if you're looking for oatmeal, I mean, oatmeal is going to be oatmeal.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to give it a 4.
All right.
Because it's not just the taste, but it's the creativity. And I think whoever's coming up with this is a great idea for kids.
It is.
And they can have some incentive to eat that bowl of hot oatmeal before they go off to school.
It makes breakfast time fun.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea. And it's something that's good for them, and then it gets your parents off your back.
Yeah.
So
and lets your parents do something cool.
Yeah, so
maybe they can play video games themselves.
Yeah, whatever they need to do,
Video games.
Is that a new one?
That was what your parents played.
Okay.
Before they decided to swap around the letters. It sounded much better.
Oh yeah, but so I think maybe a 4 because of that. I think because the creativity and the ingenuity and everything. But oatmeal is oatmeal.
Yeah.
And so I really think that's this is they're on the right track. And I think if they come up with more ideas and more puzzles and things just to entertain the kids and you want them to eat the oatmeal.
Of course.
So if you can achieve that goal, but I wouldn't go all the way for the top rating, not yet.
Yeah.
Because, we still had these questions about the eggs and, the flavor and what are the eggs going to do? Are they going to turn into dinosaurs?
Yeah.
But I'd still give it a 4. So what did you think about today's cereal, hot cereal? And it's a brand new thing we're trying here. Did it work for you? What would you feel like about, having that as an alternative to cold cereal or no cereal? But what did you think? And leave us some comments below. And if you have any other ideas, that's where to put it, in your comments below.
And don't forget to support us on Patreon. For as low as $2 a month, you'll get a monthly certificate, and you'll be able to chat with me daily. Alright, see you guys next time for more warm cereals. We're all spooners in winter.
Bye!
Bye.